Good evening. Today is the 27th of May, 2024. It's a Monday, but the week hasn't started for Americans and British because it's a holiday. It's a Memorial Day holiday. It is considered to be a 3 day, including the week end holiday. Memorial holiday is thought to be start of a barbecue season in the USA. But this time, I wonder who will get grilled, in the barbecue, the meat, hamburgers, or poor and middle class will get barbecued. Um as you know, when tonight, for example, during these holidays, every time, and even during weekdays, before the price and exchanges start from Asia, the price of gold and silver are always going up. But when the after hours start in the West, then they are hammered down to be kept low at low prices. Both silver and almost not just gold and silver, almost all commodities, because they are priced in U.S. dollars. US dollars are used to suppress their value. If you increase the price of the US dollar, only way to increase the price of some money is by giving more interest. So if you increase the price of US dollars by increasing its interest rates, these products in US dollars, gold and silver, will be at low values. That's why everybody is expecting for the US dollar interest rates to come to it's at standstill right now. Some people are expecting to come down very small percentages like 0.25, or professionally they call 25 basis points, which is just a quarter point. So if it's 550, it's going to be 525. So basically, that's all this noise is about. But once it starts, of course, all commodities and stocks answer the economy early. So they buy opportunities, they sell when it's realized it's no good anymore. So to buy the opportunity of rising silver and gold prices, you don't wait until this happens, that the US dollar starts losing its interest rates coming down. So, but timing, okay, everybody wants to buy it at the cheapest point, but that's not possible because there are hundreds of things going on, wars going on, new wars may be started. For example, tonight there was some skirmishes between Egyptian and Israel army, which Egypt and Israel were trying to be close as possible, being the old enemies. Whereas, the Iran and others, also China and Taiwan problems, Russia and Ukraine are still going on. So I think we forgot it started about 2 years ago. So it's sort of at a deadlock point achievement. So in any case, these issues are affecting gold, or let's say strong assets, tangible assets, highly. Otherwise, why are they affecting? When there is war, people will not have enough money to buy gold. On the opposite side, they will have to sell their gold to survive. But they know the value of all other items like stocks and other good things which had been bringing extremely high returns, will suddenly fall down. So it's no coincidence that hedge funds currently increase their gold holdings four times more than they used to. Okay, that's 400%. So everybody is expecting this interest rate of US dollar will be coming down sometime in next 6-8 months, and more in the next 2 years, which means all commodity prices will start shutting up. Of course, stock exchanges may benefit partly from this, but because interest rates are getting lower, they are also thinking people will be selling, not buying bonds, but investing in stock exchanges. but currently it's at very high levels. So people are scared of there might be a crash up to 30% in US dollars, especially in technical stocks, because if you measure by Warren Buffett's measures, these companies, which are extremely useful in life, but they are nowhere near making so much profits compared to their price. So they are the US technology stocks are about 24, 25, 26 times they are returning. So normally 7. So it's extremely expensive based on how much profit you can get. But there is always a story. You can say we will dominate the world, so we will get that profit anyway. But yesterday there was an argument on the let's say discussion on effect of artificial intelligence in the labor market, and the president of Google said this was a Turkish interview. They said the joblessness effect of the artificial intelligence is going to be only 4% of the working economy, not huge effects. So if it's such a small effect there, then they are being priced extremely. Another big problem which seems lingering, world's biggest exporter until last 2 years ago, it was Germany. And Germany was the biggest exporter in the world, not the US, not China. And last year or the year before, they became, tied, and China just exceeded Germany a little bit in exporting to the world. So such a big economy, industry in that terms, second, the first in exports and production, of course. You have to produce something to export something. Can you imagine the total German stock exchange, total, everything included, famous brands, cars, medicines, chemicals, everything, right now is valued less than Nvidia chip stock, okay, semiconductor stock. So this may seem normal to people who adore technology. This may be impossible because we will never use so much technology in our lives. We will use cars, medicine, chemicals, cleaning products, okay, houses, mostly. But artificial intelligence, okay, it's useful, but what's the percentage in our daily life so that we can spend so much? Okay, artificial intelligence will also help increasing the effects in the medical industry, medicine industry, car industry, where they will also be applied. But the value of the software should not increase the profitability of the company. Otherwise, company will stop producing. Similarly, you can never increase the capacity of, let's say, gold, silver, commodities to an extent with just softwares. Okay, you have to have physical digging, finding, exploring, and getting those metals out of the ground. Basically, this is the discussion. Why have gold and silver prices are going up during days when there are holidays? So it's not just gold and silver. 1 day, 2 day holidays. So because there is a commodity demand in Asia stronger, and they cannot be suppressed during holiday time. So now we are entering the end of the sell in May, go away season. If Americans all go and sell and go away, then the media will be left to Asians who love gold. And imagine China having 1.5 billion people who all love gold. Then you have 1.5 billion India who love gold. You have Indonesia, Malaysia, Turkey, and all these nations are crazy about gold, as consumers. Forget about the 2,200 tons of gold purchased by central banks in the last 2 years, additional. So gold is a just accepted. Can you tell why Bitcoin or Ethereum are selected among thousands of cryptocurrencies and are the admiral of the crypto world, money world? Similarly, among metals, there are palladium, platinum, copper, this and that. And value-wise, gold is chosen as the king, and silver is chosen as the queen of the investment in metals. So right now, I would like to show you what's happening tonight when the stocks and holiday are, because of holiday, the stock exchanges and everything closed. And now let's see how the world is now enjoying the silver and gold price increase. Okay. Right now, as you can see, I will just elaborate on this a little bit. As you can see, silver is up 4.83%, which is $1.50 almost during the day. This is 1 day chart, as you see, 1 day chart, US dollar an ounce. So in real terms of US dollars, it's up about 5%. This is a huge increase, because you should understand that when you invest money for the future, they normally calculate it leaves you about 6-7% if it's a very successful investment during a whole year. This is just 1 day, okay? So if you buy here and sell here, and then if they punch it down and you buy it again from here, good, you make more than the annual return in 2 days. So now similarly, in US dollars for gold, it's less than $1. As you see, it's 88%. I'm sorry, about 1%. In dollar terms, gold is up $21 right now during this day, 1 day again. As you see, they all increase in harmony, and oil will be the follower as well. If it was exchanged on the commodity market, oil is the biggest consumed, I would say, commodity. Some people consider it among metals. It's not a metal, but it's a physical commodity. Although it's liquid, it's a liquid gold. Okay. When you melt gold, it's also liquid. So on the right-hand side here, I'm using this chart where lots of car ads coming up in Turkish, because they are all doing promotions. Is it smart to buy cars right now? They are not giving much of interest loans, let's say. So almost 1/6 of the car is on loan, so it's not like USA. And so because of the government prohibitions, not the people are willing to. Because according to my calculation, US dollar is so much low valued in Turkey, and TL is extremely high valued. It's correct time to buy silver and gold and all the commodities. Plus, if you are a good traveler, if you like traveling, the cheapest US dollar probably you can buy is maybe today, maybe another month or two, because Turkish Central Bank is trying to collect some foreign funds. They are giving extremely high carry trade possibilities and returning that like 5 years return in 2 months. So there is this money who is not scared or trying their chance are still flowing for the very, very high interest. They may come as fast as they leave as fast. If there is a devaluation situation, expectation increases. Okay. So right now, gold price increased today about 1%. It's 8.89. In 30 days, it's even less, as you see. In 6 months, it's 15% in US dollars. In a year, it's 20% in US dollars. In 5 years' time, if you had gold, you made 82.87%, which is, if you divide this by 5, it's more than 12, 13%. Still better than, as a result of 5 years, US dollar returns of the stock exchanges in 5 years. And it's a safer investment because you hold it, and there is no company of going out of business. There is no competition, basically. So coming to silver, silver had even a better year. In the 6 months, gold made 15% in US dollars, almost, 15. It's 14. Silver made 21%. Last 30 days, although gold was still standing, silver went up 12% in 30 days. This is about the gain a stock exchange average will make during a very good year, okay? So it made it in 1 month, silver. Silver is the best performer, even because the TL is frozen at 32.20 US dollars. It's still one of the very, very best returns this year following elections in 30 and 66 months. So going back to the future, in 5 years, as you see, it's also better than gold. Gold brought 83%, silver brought 112%. Of course, some of these came this year. And in 20 years, silver is still way behind, about 1/4 behind of gold. So this shows you the opportunity in silver, which is also an industrial product used in solar panels, chemical reactions, medical health, because it's in touch killing germs and health products. So silver has many, many uses. I mean, it's a magical metal. Let me put it that way. So if you want to keep gold or silver in this type of season, I would keep both of them because they serve, although they increase in same day, as you see, they don't increase at same speed. The speed of them is shown on the same page. By the way, I gave a link of this page in this video. As you will see, there are other ratios on this right-hand side of this graph, which is now printed on gold. So if I press it, so it's about $50, $100 away, $90 away from its record that it had a couple of months ago. Silver, if I press silver, we will see a silver graph here. As you see, silver is not its record, but it's very close to its highest in the last 10 years, which is $32.50. So silver, if silver exceeds $33, it's heading towards $38, technically speaking, technical graph. There is no guarantees. These are just technical graph analysis. And there's an important section here. As you see, this is comparing platinum. Palladium increases during the day. They also increase better than gold. They are used products, platinum and palladium, in car production, cleaning, air cleaning systems of the cars. Gold and silver ratio, as you see, is now 74 silvers make 1 gold. Now, this is important. I want to show you this graph. As you see, it was all the way up to 92 silver to 1 gold during the year. This is a 1-year chart right now, and as you see, it came down from 93 to 73. 20 silvers are, let's say, silver made 20 more silvers better than gold in this last year. But gold also made some returns. So this is just a comparison between them. I would not compare them. I would keep them together. As you know, central banks don't stock up on silver. They just stock on gold. So that's a better protection during inflation than silver, because silver may be affected by production shortages as well. So instead of choosing between the two, why not buy both of them at different percentages as you like? Now, if I look at this comparison chart, with 5 years, as you see, silver became so valueless that 126 silvers were only buying 1 ounce of gold in 2020. Not very long ago, 4 years ago, if you had bought silver, you were losing huge amounts of money compared on gold. But as it kept down, coming down, if you bought here, down to here, that's what we call average cost averaging down. So if you bought here, some here, but as it falls down, you keep buying more and more. Your average comes to roughly, let's say this place in 5 years, 80 silvers per gold. Okay, so you can benefit a lot. This is true for all buying. Even if you buy gold, you must cost average. This is not for people who are buying and selling, traders day to day. This is a 5-year chart for investors only. Okay, if you're investing, if you're in no rush, then this is the way to go. Okay, now the 21 minutes over. I know majority of my watchers are Turkish people. We are just doing this program once in every like 10 days in English, just so that we are in same line, and maybe teaching a couple of words. It gives me a good chance to practice my English as well. It's not a monetary issue because I don't, as you know, I don't take sponsors. I don't sell stickers. I don't say like me, okay? Or so the main issue is educational. So the money I make from this channel, in fact, from all YouTube channels, is 1/5 of what you can make if you're not taking sponsors, if you're not selling stickers. So why don't I do that? Because it gives me the liberty of not telling someone, don't buy gold, it's done, buy silver, or don't buy this stocks but buy gold. So otherwise, if I was advertising for a gold company, I would always tell you, and that's why I hate. I also watch other people's YouTube and they talk, and in the end they show you, this is why you should buy gold from this company. Now I turn it off. That's it. This, because you have an opportunity from that company. But in YouTube, it's a different issue. It's just a partial gain. As I said, 1/5 of what you can really make if you really want to make a lot of money. Same goes true for me in the English channel. So I did not create the English channel so I can reach all the world and make a lot of money. Okay, this is for English education. So basically, what Turkish people are doing right nowadays, there is extremely high valued Turkish lira. I calculated by comparing 10, 15, 20-year numbers. It's very hard to assess the real value. Same in US dollars, because US dollar gives 5% in 2 years, 3 months, 4 months interest rate, and you cannot access the real value. The real value of all money could only happen in one instance, when they say they all give 5%. Okay, so if Turkish money, instead of giving 50%, 55%, gives you 5% annually, then we will see the real value of TL. Then whether it's going to be 32 TL or 82 TL, we'll see. So you have to let go and observe what's going to happen. But none of these countries are letting it go. The US is controlling with central banks. Europe is controlling with its central bank. Why are they doing this? They are manipulating because they are not collecting enough taxes to run their economy, because asking for taxes since medieval times is a abominable thing by the people who against the ruler. So ruler must find a way to tax the people. So they ask you, why do you, if you have a money printing machine, why would you borrow money? You don't need to just print it. Well, then there will be a lot of inflation, invisible collection of tax. So, but it's not moral because it taxes everyone. A person owning nothing and even getting base salary with inflation is 60%. They all give 60% of their gain. Whereas rich people and some middle income people can protect themselves, even if they don't make too much money. They keep too many assets like gold, houses, land, whatever, assets, cars, even cars. So when this inflation happens, they are the least losers. And who are the biggest winners with the government? People have loaned money at the very low rates before this. Like if you had a loan at 2-3% in the USA before this interest rate hike came in the mortgage rates, your house value went up to $500,000. It will go up more when interest rates start coming down. There will be a huge demand on houses. I expect at least another 20-30% increase in housing real estate prices. I give special importance to real estate. Reason being, now it's being hammered down like silver and gold. But when you stop increasing the interest rates, when you leave them alone, then people want to buy the houses. Suddenly, so much demand coming to the market. There are not enough houses built, so it will increase the price of houses double, triple. So that's why. And if you have a loan, which you bought the house and just paying it small and slightly, don't bother about it. I just calculated 2 days ago inflation in the United States, the government inflation of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, not the shadow statistics or somebody's feeling. So and it came out 27% from 2017. I was just giving you a sample of a houseboat at that time. I calculated in US dollars, although I bought the house in Turkish lira. And we saw that in from 2017 to 2024, in 7 years, the US dollar went down by 27%. That means out of four, $1 vanished, vaporized. Okay, so that's how you if you owed money, lots of money, like the government, your loan also evaporated without paying the four. Now you have only 3 loans. So I hope you understand. If you have a big loan at cheap prices, you are the winner, not the gold, not the stock exchange. Okay, you are the winner. If you had the biggest loan, it's just melted. Okay, 33% in such a short time. So I think not to keep this video longer, we also that the prices of gold and silver are going up, and now holiday season is starting. They are selling in May, going away, coming back in November, September, October, November, in those months from vacation. So in this meantime, they'll just have to keep hammering down as much as they can because there won't be too much competition for gold and silver. Okay, because stocks will not move much because everybody just left the stock exchange for a sell. It may go away. Okay, so it's commodities maybe time. So to me, I always make a basket of goods, so I don't miss any of them. I have US stocks, I have technology stocks, I have health stocks, I have Turkish stocks, I have gold, but the percentage and proportion changes. Like because I live in Turkey, if I see a good possibility, I buy cheap and sell high. So at any moment, if you say you didn't make such a good money, yes, I didn't, because I was just compiling at that time. I will make the big and huge profit, okay, when gold hits $3,500 and Turkish exchange rate hit 45, 50 TL, okay, then I'll be doubling my money, you know, maybe in shorter time, tripling. So it's not a short-term view. Now, whatever is cheap, I buy. So I don't, but traders don't do this. They buy the trend. If silver and gold are staying at $29, don't move, they don't buy it. When they see that they start coming 30, 31, okay, they don't buy it the cheapest, but they buy at 32. They say, okay, I'll just ride it for $2, $3 and sell. Okay, and then after correction, buy again, sell again. So that's totally different. It's not investing, it's trading. If you're an investor, it's a totally different story. That's where you have 5 years, 10 years plans to collect, hoard, hoard, okay? And don't even bother looking back, okay? Just to keep yourself confident. How many grams I had, how many ounces I had 5 years ago, how many ounces I have today. Not in how many US dollar worth of gold I have, how many US dollar worth silver I have. I never take a look at that. I'm just looking at this for your program. If I think it's cheap, and government is even making it cheaper with the very low US dollar rate, I'm buying like crazy, okay? Hope to see you again in the future, and hope you enjoy how to become an investor. And don't go after chicken feed, okay? Chicken feed. Go after the big money. All right. See you all later.